This happened last night and I am extremely annoyed. I am a 34F doctor and part of my job entails being on call for 1 to 3 nights a week, twice a month. My fiancé Dale 30M has been saving with my stepson's mom to buy him a car for Christmas. My stepson Rex 16M has a license already but always has to borrow his mom's station wagon or his dad's beat-up pickup truck. His mom's car is lame and embarrassing and his dad's can only hold 1 passenger. Not practical for a teen. On to the main conflict. Rex texted me yesterday around 12 if he could borrow my car after school. His friends wanted to go to the mall, but the bus route is too long, could they borrow my car? I texted back a sorry, but no, I am on call again. Can you ask your mom? He says no. I told him sorry, but my answer is still no. I'm sure you will find a solution. Ask your friends and you can all figure it out. If you see where this is going, you are less shocked than I am. I was up in my home office, the room where I keep my switch, sewing machine, and laptop, so not an official office, when I heard Rex and his friends downstairs after school. I was going to see if they needed anything but they left after a few minutes. An hour later, I went to the kitchen, cleaning up the empty bottles and wrappers from their snacks. I saw the spot where I left my keys empty, and I began to panic. First I bolted to the door. My car was gone. Immediately dialed my stepson. He picks up and it's obvious he's in a mall store that plays loud music. I told him to get his ass home now, and he laughed and said that I am not his mom. He'll be home whenever he pleases. I'm not proud, but I told him that he has 20 minutes to get home or I call the police and report it stolen. Rex panics and said he couldn't find all his friends and drive home in 20 minutes. Told him tough crap. 10 minutes later I get a text that he is in the mall parking lot and will be home soon. I phoned Rex's mom and informed her of his stunt. She was madder than me when I told her that I was on call. She apologized and promised to talk with Rex and Dale ASAP. Rex came in, threw me my keys, and locked himself in his room. Dale finally came home around 8 and said he had been on the phone with his ex. He demanded to know why I punished his son. I put my foot down and explained I am on call, that means I need my car. Rex stole my car. Dale disagrees. His ex agrees with me and decided she will not be buying Rex a car anytime soon due to his entitlement. Dale thinks that I am making a big deal out of nothing. I didn't end up going to work, so why did I have to threaten Rex? I have only gone in twice this year while on call. Just because nothing happens doesn't mean that I am always clear. Rex is now grounded. My fiancé barely speaks to me. Ask me when I'm going in today, I'm not, and if I will apologize. I am not budging and I'm still pissed he doesn't get it. Am I the idiot? Editing because it came up in the comments. Dale is 30 not 29, but yes, he was 14 when Rex was born. Don't get hung up on this, it isn't about teen parents. Rex's mom was 15 when they had him and is the best mom if you ask me. She's who introduced me to Dale. Not the idiot. Rex took your car even after you said no, and Dale is okay with that. Teenagers need boundaries and rules, and parents need to enforce those. Dale is the idiot, and he's setting Rex up to be one, too. Rex owes you an apology, not the other way around. He demanded to know why I punished his son. Agreed that Dale is the idiot, while OP is not the idiot. OP didn't even punish this kid, she simply demanded that he return the property that he stole. The son rudely refused, so OP had no choice but to let him know that there would be consequences for his actions if he didn't return the car. Dale is completely off base if he thinks his son did nothing wrong and that OP should apologize. Even the ex thinks he is being 100% unreasonable. What would OP even be apologizing for? OP's fiancé is just telling his son that he co-signs his theft disrespect of OP. It's like he thinks that just because OP didn't end up having to go in it should be okay for this kid to commit Grand Theft Auto? Clearly, he has little respect for how being in an on-call job works. Not the idiot. Your stepson is clearly entitled because he did steal your car. He even had another option, but it wasn't cool enough. And he thinks so little of you it wasn't even of consequence in his mind to take your car and throw the keys at you afterward. The threat of calling the cops was a perfect response because it seemed to be the first time he was shown that his actions have consequences. Your fiancé? That's even worse. He damn well knows better what on-call is, and regardless of that, you saying no means no. Why is not a question. If you don't want him to take your car, he should respect that. Your fiancé playing this off is a huge problem because it excuses your stepson's behavior. This is a relationship-ending problem. Do not budge though, or his behavior will get worse. I got my driver's license before all my friends in high school. My mom graciously let me drive her minivan most time after I asked. At first, I was embarrassed because it was a big bulky Toyota Sienna, but my friends didn't care. It just meant that more people could ride. It also helped that the stereo system had amazing bass. Update. Now I can see why my friend told me this sub can be a little much. I am very thankful for these responses, but I think I am going to leave the comments now and have a very frank discussion with Dale tonight. Rex is with his mom so he won't be in the middle or get involved. Kid still wouldn't look at me and called me an idiot who won't let him get his own car now. Full update. So apparently, Dale reads through this subreddit on his work breaks. He texted me a link to my post during his dinner break. A short time later I first received a call from Rex's mom, who said that Dale called her and ranted about how I made him look bad online. She told him that she didn't care because he did not react the way a good parent should. Dale was so furious that he told her that he would be calling his mother to see if someone actually cared about his feelings. Dale's mother handed him back to him good. And reiterated to Dale that he was not an active part in his son's life until he was 6, so he has no leg to stand on. Dale tried to sulk about how everyone was being unfair to him. She shut him up and told him that his son did something wrong, and this is not about punishing him for being a bad father. Dale returned home a little while ago, about an hour earlier than he usually does. He looked defeated, but he was still short with me. Said he was disappointed that I posted and now everyone who knows will think he's a joke and a bad father. I didn't think this conversation would end up with my ending the engagement and relationship, but it did. The house is all in my name, so Dale is packing up his crap and crawling back to his mom's house. The wedding wasn't set so no money or time lost there. Dale said so many things that I don't even want to write down. This is not the man who I have known for 4 years, and I am honestly shocked at how selfish he is. He said my doctor's money would have to buy Rex a car to make up for all of the hard feelings. I am astonished at how delusional he is. Edit to add that also, the fact he wasn't in Rex's life till age 6 was a huge red flag to me. He never mentioned it and refused to admit it was a big deal during the argument we had when he came home. My daughter and I were recently on vacation. We spent the day in an area that's known to have a lot of rich famous people, and towards the end of the day, we saw one of my daughter's favorite celebrities, we'll call her A, walking out of a store. My daughter ran to the store, but when she got near A, she was stopped by A's security. They said that A was there with her daughter for her daughter's birthday and wants to focus on her daughter. My daughter was very upset because she's been a fan of A for a very long time, so she tried again for a picture but was turned away. My daughter was crushed, so later that night I made a post talking about my experience with A. How she wouldn't let anyone go near her and her daughter, the fact that her security was rude, and her not being willing to stop for a couple of seconds for a picture. I understand it's her daughter's birthday, but a 1-minute interaction with a fan isn't going to ruin her day, and if it does, that girl needs to learn that the world doesn't revolve around her. The post ended up getting a lot of attention, and a lot of people actually said my daughter and I were entitled to expect A to interrupt her daughter's birthday for everyone that wants a picture. My husband also saw the post and said he couldn't believe that I would bash her for trying to spend the day with her daughter. I'm not trying to bash her for spending the day with her daughter, but she wouldn't be where she is without her fans, so I think she at least owes it to them to take a picture. Am I the idiot for making the post about A? That girl needs to learn that the world doesn't revolve around her. Kin to the lesson I'm thinking you and your daughter need to learn, to be honest. You're the idiot. I understand being disappointed, but famous people are still people. 1 minute plus 1 minute plus 1 minute eventually adds up, especially on their kid's birthday. You're the idiot. Of course you're the idiot. For making the post and for feeling so entitled to someone's time. Grow up and teach your daughter that the world doesn't revolve around her.